I want to share with you some insights that I'm gaining. Having worked as a hospice and palliative care nurse and worked with people who are in the process of dying, any hospice nurse will tell you what a profound experience that is and how sacred. For me, anyway, it was a very sacred opportunity to be graced with assisting and being with people who are getting closer to dying or having to face their death. And now working with people who have lost those loved ones, they're the family members of the ones who have died, and longing for connection to be able to speak with loved ones. Or many times I'm being, in a roundabout way, contacted by those on the other side who desperately want to speak with their family members. They need forgiveness, they need healing so that they can continue to move on and grow as the soul. They want forgiveness for maybe things that they've done or said. And it's healing for both. It's healing for both those of us who are still here in human form, but those who have crossed over. And what they're showing is when they do cross over to the other side, that they still continue to do the work of the soul. They still go to school. They're still learning. And what they're sharing is that they're learning more about love. So they're learning how to hold more love and more light. And there's other things also, but that's what they're showing is how important that is. Because when they have that opportunity to make amends, not only does the one still in human form grow in love by having that forgiveness or forgiving or just having that communication, helps that healing process, but it helps the healing of the one who's crossed. And as they're learning in soul school, but as they're learning to be able to carry more light and more love, then when they graduate from that level, then they get to go to the next level of class. But what they're also showing is that when they reach a particular level of being able to hold enough light and love, then when souls cross over that maybe have made some horrific mistakes in their life, purposefully murdering or doing some things that are pretty difficult, because when we die, then we look at that and we see things differently. And basically then they go to what I would call the intensive care unit, having been a former ICU nurse. So they basically go to the ICU, and where they're surrounded by those who are now at the level that they can hold enough light and love, that these graduated souls become the ICU team. And they stay with that soul who has made some big mistakes, as long as it takes for them to remember their light, remember love, be able to experience love. And it's important that we all heal. And so this is another level of that healing, is, as I'm told by spirit, it's like no soul left behind. There may be a period of time when someone crosses over where they're having to kind of look at what they did, but then it's a matter of how do we help them heal? How do we help them remember truth, remember light, remember love? I wanted to share those little bits. I know that for many that still may sound confusing, and I'm getting to experience it on a regular basis, so I'm experiencing it probably a little bit deeper. But I think it's also important for all of us to know that this is a time of healing and a time of love. And if you feel a calling to reach out to your loved ones, I can help with that. Or you can find others who can, but I'm happy to help. Thank you.